Welcome to College Dunia, sir. It's been a great honor and pleasure for us to interview with you and regarding your institute. So you can please start with your profiles.
Thank you so much. By the way, my name is S.M. Raja Mohamed. I am Vice Principal at M.G.R Polytechnic College. This Polytechnic College was started in the year 1987 by the dynamic leadership of Dr. A.C. Shanmugam. And we had a gradual growth right from 87. Now we have reached a level where we have been awarded as the best innovative polytechnic college all India level by the survey conducted by Asia Today. I am happy to say that at the beginning of my speech itself, because we are proud about it, we have achieved it. Not only this is achievement by us, it is together with our staff members and my students, beloved students. Our students, right from 87, the starting year onwards, have been well placed in reputed concerns and companies. Okay? We have 7 departments over here, starting with civil engineering, mechanical engineering, automobile engineering, electrical and electronics engineering, electronics and communication engineering, computer engineering and information technology. And by the way, I belong to the electronics and communication engineering department. But first, initially 5 years, I served in the computer engineering department. It was started, and of course, I have to tell you that there were only 3 polytechnics in Tamil Nadu which started computer engineering, and we were one among them. We produced excellent results. For example, one of my students from computer department is now acting as the president of Citibank. Okay, we are proud to say that. Like that, I can point out nearly lot of students who have been well placed in high positions now. One of my students, electronics and communication engineering who studied over here, is now have got a doctorate, and now she is working as a principal for a reputed institute in Maharashtra.
Sure.
So we have produced excellent products, and now our polytechnics goes under the dynamic leadership of engineer ACS Arun Kumar. We have been built up so many hours, and he has given so many advices for us to come up in this polytechnic, and he has brought to the level of receiving the best innovative polytechnic award.
Okay. Yeah. So so what is the philosophy of leadership, and how will you describe your leadership styles?
Well, right from the beginning, I have started as a lecturer, later HOD. I have changed my movement with the students. When I was a lecturer, I was slightly bit closer to the students to bring them into my control. Later, when I was promoted as the HOD, there was a little bit of distance maintained with them. So gradually you can see that, and you may know that the leadership point slightly changes. Now I am vice principal. I have to be little more away from the student. So not just like a lecturer. So a lecturer will be more closer to the students, who can understand the difficulties of the students and help them in each and every problem they face.
Okay. And any insights into how your college could be more welcoming to students of different races or economic backgrounds?
See, we have students right from lower level to higher level. Because we are very close to the city, we get students who have been studying in reputed schools, as well as we get students who come out from government college. Okay. We have to manage both of them. So we have the coaching or teaching everything in English as well as in Tamil. If you ask me, usually I have the habit of speaking in English, then I just switch over to Tamil. நான் இங்கிலீஷ்ல பேசிட்டு இருக்கும் போதே தமிழையும் வந்துடும். அது என்னோட நேச்சரா போயிடுச்சு. ஏன்னா எங்க ஸ்டூடெண்ட்க்கு நான் கற்றுக் கொடுக்கும் போது கிளாஸ்ல I speak it with them in English first, because that is the best communication language that is required for them when they go for a job. But for them to understand the concept and the things, I used to switch over to Tamil.
Okay, that's great. And what are some plans that you are currently designing for students?
At present, we are mainly thinking of students to become job creators rather than job seekers.
Okay.
That is the motto of our channel.
Okay.
So we are in the process of creating students more. For particularly, we have about handful of students who have become very good entrepreneurs now, employing themselves as well as giving employment to the others.
Okay. And how do you try to bring in practical approach towards a subject and make it industry oriented?
See, we have tie-ups with certain industries. What is their present requirement? Because the syllabus gets changed once in every 5 years. That may not match to the industry level that is required. So we have types with industries, particularly our industries which are very close to us in industrial, Ambattur Industrial Estate.
Okay.
We interact with those people often, and we will get the updates from them, whatever that is recent updations.
Okay.
We give the workshops and through special trainings we pass it on to the students so that their knowledge gets updated, not from the book but practical oriented from the industries.
Okay, sir. And so how do you strategize this curriculum and how often it gets updated to make it benefiting for the students?
Yeah, of course, the curriculum gets evenly updated every year, but not to the date of requirement that is required by the industries. It has to push up still more up level, but at the same time, we have to think the knowledge of the students also, because basically we bring up students from 10th standard level. We don't intake from the first year, from 12th. So basically, they are very low in language, so we have to make up them, but the curriculum that is being formed by the DOT is well adequate now.
Okay, sir. And how does a college prepare students for placements?
Placement, excellent placement, they have better than the placement that is required, that is there. BE students are getting, because BE students they are not able to go into the core industries for the subject, but diploma students, since they are skilled laborers, they find a lot of job opportunities over here at the present stage. Correct.
Okay. And so what are the challenges you have faced to uplift the quality of education of your college?
First challenge was mainly the communication skill.
Okay.
We wanted students to develop communication skill because that is very essentially required, and later the DOT itself introduced communication skill practical labs and theory classes. That helped the students a lot to build them completely on the communication side. And on the practical side, we had 3 subjects, 3 practicals, then later it was converted to 4 practicals. Like that way, we increase the practical knowledge also, and now the syllabus introduces industrial visits as well as now internships are introduced. So these are all will build up the practical knowledge of the students.
Okay, sir. And how do you tend to establish a healthy relation and environment in your college?
See, as far as we have certain staff members and the lady staff members have to look after the girl students. In gents staff members, we have ourselves, me, my other HODs, we personally talk with the students in our free times, find out the difficulties, we bring them closer. At the same time, we don't involve them to disrespect us like that. We are not very close, but at the same time, we help them in all ways.
Okay, sir. So when you came to the college, what was your vision and how are you trying to achieve the same, sir?
See, I started my career, initially as soon as I completed my degree, I wanted to become a teacher.
Okay.
Because even in my school days, I used to handle classes in the absence of my staff members. I should thank my staff members for that. They gave me the opportunity that slowly I was pulled into this teaching stream. So the moment I got appointed as a staff over here, I wanted to become to the highest level, and now I have reached a vice principal and being loved by my beloved students, my staff members as well as by the management. I am happy and thankful to the God.
And one important question, sir. So, how does a department or college enhance the skills of faculty and prepares them accordingly to the industry standards?
See, we often undergo these faculty development programs that is conducted by the various organizations, including industries. Oftenly during our summer vacation periods or winter vacation periods, we recently attended and update ourselves. Without that, we will not be updated to the present level.
Okay, sir. So, what do you see the college greatest strength and how it can be enhanced?
Pardon me?
So, how do you think that what is the college greatest strength and how it can be enhanced?
The college greatest strength is we have very well students as well as staff members. Their relationship is maintained at both equal level as a student and as a staff. That will be enough. That will enhance the college to a very level, and we have a very beloved management which takes care of all our difficulties, the staff members.
Okay.
That helps us a lot. We should be thankful for that to them.
Okay, so the final question. What valuable advice would you like to give the students for them to have a prosperous career ahead?
See, normally when we take up classes for about 45 to 50 minutes, last 5 minutes, 10 minutes, we advise our students on the daily things. So we just build up their career, we help them, we make them to overcome their difficulties. At the same time, we give them new ideas to come up in life. Like we talk to them personally also, not even in the class, even the interval hours. So that will help them a lot. I think so that's more than enough.
Yeah.
So there is nothing personal advice required.
Okay. So thank you so much. Sir.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank
so much. Yeah.